break of losing at Le Mans. Both the drivers' and manufacturers' titles were still up for grabs. Shanghai hosted round 8. Lining up in pole, the #1 Porsche of Hartley, Webber and Bernhard, alongside the 5 Toyota of Kobayashi, Sarazan and Conway, keen to repeat their Fuji win. And it was the Toyotas who made the best start, jumping ahead of Hartley. However, the reigning world champions 919 Hybrid soon got into its stride, retaking the lead halfway round the opening lap. Brendan Hartley was able to pull a gap on the pack during his opening stint. Both Toyotas saved their tyres, which allowed Buemi, Davidson and Nakajima to jump ahead of the second Porsche. The 7 Audi of Trullier, Lotterer and Fassler was never in contention, while the #8 Audi had a refuelling problem. Mark Webber, Timo Bernhard and Brendan Hartley dominated the Shanghai race. That sealed a second consecutive manufacturer's crown for Porsche, with a 59-second victory over Toyota.
Another faultless effort by the team. I mean, we've had a real good string of results now. Clinched the manufacturer's title, second year running. Really nice day, and it's going to take a little while to sink in.
Better to finish today also for the driver championship. Hopefully we'll do it behind.
Bahrain was the last ever race for Audi.
Thanks for a thrilling 18 years. It's been with 106 wins, 9 titles in ALMS, 18 years in LMP, 13 Le Mans victories. Fantastic.
It was also Mark Webber's final race before hanging up his helmet after a long career. The 8 Audi of Jarvis, Degrassi and Duval took pole, with the 1 Porsche of Bernhard, Hartley and Webber alongside. The #2 Porsche of Lieb, Dumas and Yanni was third. From the rolling start, Loic Duval led in the Audi. With the Drivers' Championship still to be decided, the #2 Porsche passed its teammate to help with their championship hopes. By the first round of pit stops, Andre Lotterer had passed both Porsches and his Audi teammate, Oliver Jarvis. Audi had the measure of Porsche all the way through the race. Loic Duval was able to catch and pass his fellow Frenchman Benoit Trullier before a double stint on the tyres in the final hour sealed the win for the #8 car. Neil Yanni had his eyes on a bigger prize. Loic Duval, Oliver Jarvis and Lucas Degrassi headed towards only the second victory of the season for Audi. 6th place was enough to give Neil Yanni, Mark Lieb and Romain Dumas the driver's title.
Roll across start finish. Okay, dude. Anyway, you won the race. Fantastic job. Lucas, Loic, Holly, Nasty and crew, you're the best in the business. Thanks, Audi, for an amazing year.
It was an emotional Neil Yanni in the Porsche pits.
Sometimes we thought we lost it, we won it. Le Mans and the World Championship, same year, amazing.
Such a up and down season with so many highs and so many downs, and to clinch the championship in the last race. It was great to be in the car, to do this, to finish it off. It's just an amazing feeling.
On the next Auto Speed, more highlights from the Geneva Motor Show, Red Bull's F1 prospects, and Pirelli's new era of racing tyres. So join us then.
Stuff.
Get into the spirit of the SEA Games 2017 Kuala Lumpur with a look back at the glorious moments and achievements of our athletes. Imbasan Sukan Sea, every Monday, 10:30 p.m. on Astro Arena and HD.
He can shoot, but can Stephen Curry fight?
And who's the best Celtics player since Paul Pierce? Does Isaiah Thomas got this one in the bag?
And SOS, can you give me a little push? My engine's down. Hello, hello, welcome to another edition of Daily. You are joined today by Mark and I, and together we will be bringing you the best of sports today.
But before we do that, do know that we are live on YouTube on Daily. Of course, just look out for our channel, Stadium Astro. You cannot miss it. And to those who are already watching us on YouTube, how you doing?
Hello. All right, today's International Common Courtesy Day, so Mark, please be nice to me, even if it's just for today. And can you please walk us through what's ahead on today's edition of
I'm always
Daily?
nice, thank you very much, Amanda. And of course, we have some hoops action coming up next. No Kevin Durant, but the Warriors survived the Thunder.
Also, we head over to Portugal, where everyone's a winner.
And then we turn all Sherlock Holmes in our quest to find Tom Brady's missing Super Bowl jersey. Where is it?
And finally, our favorite Tuesday ritual. Similar to Mark's love for fish and chips, it's time for Bizarro.
So much to see, so much to do, so where do we even start today?
I know, just the place, Mark. After winning 3 on the bounce, the Golden State Warriors were back on the road to face the Oklahoma City Thunder. And not helping the cause was the absence of forward Thunder, Kevin Durant. But like any other sports, the heroes would eventually rise in times of desperation. The mockery of Kevin Durant is in full force at the Chesapeake Arena. The former Thunder is still out with a knee injury. But the Golden State Warriors were all business from the tip-off, robbing Russell Westbrook of possession for the transition dunk. Russ would continue to have a hard time on the court. Stephen Curry appeared to have hit Russ in the face, and Andre Iguodala was quickest to react.
Fans upset. Looked like Westbrook might have got smacked in the face, but
the Thunder buddy, he's not happy with that. Not at all, sir. More misery for the home team. A jump ball was called, and it gets physical from here on. Soon, Samaj Christian, Draymond Green, Curry, and Russ got involved in a shoving battle, even before the jump ball would take place. This incident forced the referee to call technical fouls on 4 guys.
Fighting over position.
And when they did eventually proceed to the jump ball, Curry came out with the goods on the buzzer. The Warriors continued to inflict damage from the outside, and if it wasn't Curry, it was none other than Klay Thompson. Klay would finish with 34 points on the night, 7 from beyond the arc. And more physical play from the Warriors. Matt Barnes this time.
They just, man, I tell you what, the ball finds
And he was called for the flagrant foul on Alex Abrinas. And he's not showing any signs of remorse evil, I tell you. Curry would seal the win with a 7 from downtown. The Warriors take this one by 17 points, but of course, Russ had something to say.
What can you do?
Russell, that scuffle in the second quarter, what's going through your mind in that moment?
Ain't nothing going through my mind. Protect my teammates. That's what's going through my mind.
What was kind of your view of what caused it, or?
I don't know. I think Curry tried to get into it with Samaj, try to push him, and I stayed right between. And that's it. Once I see something going down with my teammates, I'm hopping in.
What was your view of the scuffle? What exactly happened?
Steph was pushed, trying to get this spot. He pushed back, and there it was.
It didn't seem like you were as involved as some people in the scuffle, but you got a tech. Was that surprising to you?
I'm happy you think the same thing I think. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Nothing surprises me at this point, you know, when it comes to anything like that. You know, I actually knew it was going to happen, to be honest with you. And I didn't do anything, but I knew it, you know. If I'm anywhere in the area, it's expected.
Now enough about the scuffle already. Let's have a look at what Steph was up to quietly. We already know he's a gone from beyond the arc. He's 7th from downtown today, saw him go 52 games with 7 or more pointers made. Curry now leads a list that consists of J.R. Smith, Ray Allen, and his own teammate Klay Thompson.
Well, there was even more drama at the summit of the Eastern Conference. Number 2 took on number 3, with the Boston Celtics looking to mount more pressure on the leaders, the Cleveland Cavaliers. And after failing to do so in the weekend against Philadelphia, the C's were now handed the opportunity to kill 2 birds with 1 stone when they faced the Washington Wizards. Boston also welcomed back their starman Isaiah Thomas after a 2-game absence, but it was Bojan Bogdanovic who got the headlines early on. He appeared to have been tripped up by the referee, and that resulted in a Wizards turnover. And of course, BB was not a happy man. Jumping straight to the 3rd Q right now when IT got very hot, knocking down that 3 before driving in for a J over Gortat. And he would continue to have the upper hand over MG. Check this out. Certainly an inspiration to what a short guy can do. Are you listening, Amanda? And we are not calling him short just for the record. No, Washington, they look to keep pace with the home team. Bradley Beal over there with the basket. And even Mr. 4th Quarter was guilty of a turnover over here, yes. But that did not stop the C's from hanging on for the victory in TD Garden. And next up for them, of course, it is the Indiana Pacers. So it was another 25 points in the bag for Mr. 4th Quarter. Thomas reached a milestone never seen before in 13 years. He scored 25 points or more in 46 games this season. Wow, and that is the same feat Paul Pierce did during the 2002-2003 season. IT is rapidly becoming a man the Celtics can call a true hero. And we're sticking around in the East. Paul George needed a big game to help Indiana avoid back-to-back losses, but PG wasn't quite his usual self. His floater, no good, and maybe beyond the arc perhaps? Well, nope, another airball to add to the list, and when he did eventually hit the rim though, the Rock still refused to go in. PG was 0 for 8 from the field in the first half. And with PG not feeling it on the night, of course, Gordon Hayward was determined to take advantage, finishing off the fast break and then finding space here in the Indiana defense to dunk it right in. And Gordon Hayward suffered a minor hand injury after this dunk, but that did not stop him from a career-high 38 points on the night. But PG, of course, he was going to find his form sooner or later. This 3 started off his engine, and once his engine got running, you just cannot stop it. PG would end the night with 19 points as the Pacers take this one by 7. So, Amanda, when I say Portugal, what comes to your mind? First thing?
Ronaldo?
Anything else?
European champion?
Something else, maybe?
Nando's chicken!
Right, this really annoys me. You know, Nando's chicken is not actually from Portugal, okay?
It's not?
No, it's not, but there was probably some fine food on display at a grand event like this. Check this out, I'm talking about the Golden Shield Gala, where Ronaldo won even more awards. The event, organised by the Portuguese Football Federation, recognises the achievement by the country's best performers in football, futsal and beach soccer each year. The second edition of this event was held in Estoril. Ronaldo beat club teammate Pepe and Sporting goalkeeper Rui Patricio to the top honour. And CR7 was also awarded Player of the Century last year for helping Real Madrid claim their 11th Champions League title. Come on, who else was going to win that award? Portugal's head coach, who led them to victory at the Euros last summer, won the Best Coach Award. And speaking of coaches, one famous Portuguese coach was absent. Last year's Coach of the Century, yes, Jose Mourinho wasn't here. He's probably at his desk in Manchester working out how to get Champions League football for United. We've got a bit of a mystery next, something Sherlock Holmes would appreciate. Houston police, the FBI, and even the Mexican Policia were called up to look for the Super Bowl 51 winner Tom Brady's missing jersey. The New England quarterback found out that his championship winning shirt was missing from his locker room. And if you didn't already know this, Brady's number 12 shirt is reportedly worth, listen to this, $500,000. Wow, so no wonder why the cops were all over the place. And also missing was Brady's Super Bowl 49 jersey and the helmet of Denver Broncos linebacker Von Miller. But fortunately, the authorities did find the missing items from one Mauricio Ortega in Mexico. And who is Senor Ortega, you're asking? And how did the jersey end up in Mexico? This will all be revealed very shortly, so stay tuned.
And there you go, part one of our investigation.
And stick around for the second part of your mystery a little later on in the show.
Right, for now, let's just have a short break, and we still have much more coming up, including the Zyro. But definitely not before we find out if the authorities solved this case. That one is in 2 minutes. Stick around.
Hey, wait, come back. This is not a commercial. It's not a commercial. Actually, it is, lah. It's more than that, though. As a consumer, we always want extra perks for everything we buy. Waterproof one on this phone. Wow, slow-mo shot. Wow. You guys are serious about a demo. In most loyalty programs, when you purchase something, they reward you with either cash or points. But at Sen Heng, for every item you purchase, you get both cash and points. Double rewards. Shock, right? Oh, yo, it's the Samsung SUHD Curve TV. Hey, this TV waterproof one, ah?
This broadcast of the Premier League is brought to you by Brickfields Asia College, the fastest and smartest way. MyEG, your e-government service provider. And Wanda Coffee. Try the new Wanda Extra Presso.
Dr. Strange, you think you know how the world works. The reality you know is one of many.
Teach me. Doctor Strange. Purchase via channel 481 or on OD.
We're back with the American golfer Smiley Kaufman taking a nice stroll. Oh, wait, was that, is that an alligator? Yes, right on the golf course of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Smiley wasn't concerned, but check out his caddy running for his life. See ya later, alligator. Well, maybe not, because check this out. He is not going to move anytime soon. Just chilling there like a boss. And despite pulling out of a few tournaments, Tiger Woods was able to attend his book signing in New York. The 14-time major winner's latest book is on that landmark victory at the 1997 Masters. The victory made Woods the youngest winner of the green jacket, something fans still remember very fondly.
He's my favorite professional athlete in the world, and had an opportunity to come see him this morning.
He was engaging. He looked at everyone in the eyes and seemed to be genuinely happy to be there.
How old was Jack when he won his final major there, right? He was in his 50s, I want to say. I'm not sure.
I'd like him to get healthy and come back and that one more win and, you know, go out with grace like Jordan did. Came back, won a championship, and then, you know, officially retired. We'd like to see him do that.
No Tiger at the second WGC tournament this weekend, but Jordan Spieth would like to see match play at a major someday, eventually.
Good, man. If you went around and asked everybody, they would thoroughly enjoy more match play. I think it'd be a lot of fun if a major championship took on match play. Like, I think it would. I don't know how exactly you do the format, but maybe do it like this. But you know, something. I think they used to do that way back when. You know, if it were every week, it may change. But the fact that it's kind of a change of pace and you get an opportunity to take some chances, play aggressive on a really cool golf course, guys embrace that.
Meanwhile, third runner-up last year, Rory McIlroy, thinks he knows what it takes to win at match play tournaments.
selfishness in a way, I guess, and pride. I think that's I'm too proud to lie down and be beaten. I think that's the thing. Like, I won't let anyone get up on me, and I sort of think too much of myself to let anyone. I've always enjoyed match play because, if you do get yourself into a bit of a dogfight out there, it's something I've always quite enjoyed.
So, Mark, Dirk Nowitzki called them awful. Beno Udrich said it bothered his shot. Robin Lopez suggested it be burnt.
What are we talking about? Of course, we are talking about sleeve jerseys in the NBA. It's been around since 2013, but not a lot of players enjoy wearing it.
Not a lot, except for the Denver Nuggets, who love wearing sleeve jerseys because they've won all 5 of their games wearing them this season. But then someone forgot to collect them from the cleaners the night before because they decided to ride their luck without the shirts when they traveled to Houston. To face a playoff-bound James Harden, aiming for his 5th straight triple-double, but it didn't seem as if they missed those sleeve jerseys. Will Barton giving Denver a 2-point lead there, and Nikola Jokic played his part, feeding Juan Hernan Gomez that. And by the second half, the Beard was going, get out of my way, finding Trevor Ariza in the corner, game tied at 85. Then, taking care of business like he usually does, laying Houston in front by 2.
Turns around. Jumper.
Fourth cue now, the back with the step-back J, part of his 13-29 from the field, and Zagger from downtown gave the Rockets a 5-point lead. However, Denver clawed back. This 3-point play by Barton gave them a 1-point lead. Jameer Nelson could have made it comfortable for the visitors, but he misses, sending the Beard the other way for the layup. Now Houston lead by 1, and they would hold on for the win.
James Harden with a great 4th quarter. Talk about that last play. What were you looking for?
I missed a layup on the first one. Prior to that, I got a rebound. I wasn't looking for no timeout. I was going to make a layup, and I ran fast as I can and as soon as I can and scored it, man.
And then you got the turnover down here. Another big defensive play. You guys made a lot of those in that 4th quarter tonight.
That's going to happen. Offensively, we didn't have it going early, so we got to rely on our defense, and they got it done tonight.
It's hard to beat a team in this league playing them twice in a row. What was the difference tonight between the other night?
Mental focus, preparation, knowing that it's postseason in 11 games, and we got to mentally prepare ourselves.
In the process, the Rockets also scored 125 points in a game for the 18th time this season. That's 2 more than the last franchise record, which was 44 years ago, and the season isn't even over yet. Carmelo Anthony's season might as well be over, though, in LA to take on the Clippers, where 2 men ran the show, Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. Working together in tandem to show off their variety.
Well, that's because you were in the post, Lisa, and you touched it every time.
And bullying New York early in the game. CP3 then decided to hook DeAndre Jordan after the 2nd quarter, looking like a video on loop. Clippers take a 10-point lead, so BG sought help from others too, finishing with 30 points for the first time since 26th of February. DJ's lucky number on the night, 14 points, 10 boards. CP3 had 1 more for the road, 13 points, 10 helpers. Clippers win back-to-back games. So our live game tomorrow features 4th place Toronto taking on 10th place Chicago. The Bulls are 1 game behind 8th place Detroit, and they really need the W in this one if they plan to play in the postseason. Our coverage starts at 7 a.m. on Supersport 4. Now here's part 2 of the research for Tom Brady's missing jersey. So we know Senor Ortega was the culprit, and here is how the thief was identified thanks to some good old CCTV. Now the culprit, Senor Ortega, is a member of the international media with credentials, seen here entering the Patriots locker room with a backpack on his right arm. And then the editor of La Prensa exits the room with the backpack in tow, but this time with another bag underneath his left arm.
It's like we're doing Sherlock Holmes Day,
right?
Isn't it? And you know what, Amanda? I'm glad that is all sorted out, and they actually found Brady's Super Bowl jersey.
Right, especially after a historic win like that. I'm pretty sure everyone would like something to remember it with, you know? But kudos to the Houston police and the FBI for solving the case.
And your next case, Amanda, is to tell everyone what we've got coming up next on the show.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Mark. Bizarro. Case solved.
And if you think curling is challenging, well, try this. This weird sport is called car curling, all the way from Mother Russia. And that one is coming up next on Daily.
Ultimate thrill ride.
I can't wait to get to WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, here we come. Yeah, here we go.
WWE Network most anticipated event, WrestleMania. Subscribe via channel 200.
The NBA on Astro Supersport 4 and HD.
In 2005, after Champions League final, I went back to my home city. I haven't been there for many, many years. And I met in the street, some of the guys that bullied me when I was young. And I was thinking, here I am, I can be an idiot, or I can just be smiling and happy. And I was so confident in who I was and what I've done that I wasn't cocky, but one of them worked at McDonald's. And there's nothing wrong working at the McDonald's, but I just won the Champions League. So what I did when I knew he was working there, I went to McDonald's and ordered a Happy Meal by him. I didn't say anything. I just walked up to the counter, said, "1 Big Mac, please." And I recognized him, and I know he recognized me. I didn't say anything. I just was happy, smiley, but I knew in my head I was thinking, "In your face." And I walked out.
A happy man.
Happy me for happy man. And I do think those who bullied me were happy for me at the end and proud because, you know, I worked so hard to get there. But it was very good for me to come home and get the look in their faces.
So League of Legends with Joan Andresa is in April, so don't miss that.
Yeah, I love that stuff because you find out all the juicy stuff you never find out in the football world. And while we're on the topic of footballers, my adopted cousin Anas recently got caught on camera.
Your adopted cousin?
Yeah, you know Anas. He's my mother's, sister's, stepdad, granddad's, brother's, granddad's adopted son. Yeah, well, all I can say is, well, actually, I've got nothing to say in this matter. Words cannot describe this blunder. Check it out for yourself.
I always wish to win one of these, and I got it. So thank you very much for this, for giving me this. And I appreciate my fans also. My wife and my girlfriend, my wife and my girlfriend, my wife and my girlfriend. I mean my wife, yeah, sorry to say. I'm so sorry, my wife. Listen, I love you so much. Aya, I love you so much from my heart. Ne? So must keep on supporting me. And thanks for to come to the game.
My wife, my girlfriend.
Wow.
My wife, my girlfriend.
My wife, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my husband, my boyfriend.
I can't
believe God, poor wifey. She was probably at home watching that interview.
I can't believe you spilled the beans live on TV. But you know what? It's actually International Flower Day today. So, Mohammed Anas, if you're watching this, right, be sure to get some flowers for your wife and your girlfriend.
What?
Remember that?
No, I don't condone that, no.
Well, that man might not be a perfect relationship guy, but I have someone who is perfecto. Step forward, Mr. Perfectionist Italio Ferrara.
So other than taking photos of white people, Michelle also got us this clip from Australia.
And how did she record this? I'm not sure Michelle's got these camera skills, but this Brazilian surfer scored the perfect 10, right?
Yep, pulling off the flat spin backside 540.
Wow, and setting himself up as the man to beat this season.
Well, I hope she learned a thing or two about surfing. Alina Vesnina won the WTA BNB Paribas over the weekend, but this happened when she was about to lift the trophy. Poor girl. Someone decided to jump the gun and play party pooper to what was supposed to be her moment. I wonder if she even got her winner's photograph taken because there was confetti everywhere, in the cameraman's face, lens, just everywhere. But of course, nothing was going to wipe away that smile from her face. Don't you just love confetti, Mark?
That was quite funny, but I'm sorry to burst your bubble, Amanda. I'm not a massive fan of confetti, no.
I know why, because you're not used to winning. That's why, Mark.
Well, funny you should say that, because I actually support Chelsea, and if you've been watching Astro Supersport this season, all we seem to do is win, no matter what. So, yeah.
Okay, keep your pants on, Mark.
My pants are 100% on right now, but I know a modest guy that really could not keep his pants on at the weekend.
Modest? Try modesty, eh? Yes, I'm talking about the Blackburn Rovers flop, Anthony Modeste.
Flop? What do you mean? He looks like he's on a fantastic run.
Well, look what happens here. En route to his third goal in the match, Modeste suffered a slight wardrobe malfunction that nearly cost him a hat-trick.
You think that with all the money the footballers have got, they'd be able to afford a pair of shorts that actually fits. Look, they're coming right off.
Exactly. Instead of getting an XL, the kitman gave him a double XL instead. Well played to Modeste, though, who hung on to his pants and nerves to score that goal.
Yes, I'll tell you what, I'm going to hold on to my trousers for the rest of the show because I quite like my job, and I think if that happened to me, I'd probably be fired.
Yeah, no one wants to see that, Mark. Now over to more bizarre stuff in Russia.
Certainly. Amanda, have you heard of curling before?
I've heard of it, but I'm not exactly sure how it works.
Well, this isn't curling. They basically use brooms and stones to play, but over in Russia, they brought it to a completely new level. I'm talking about this. I mean, they're actually using cars to replace the stones and a whole lot of manpower. He's not going to hit the car, is he? Oh, we hit the car.
Okay, well, I can imagine these cars will not be used anymore since it's crashing here and there and, oh my God, what a waste.
What a waste, I haven't even got a car. I could happily take one of those, but I'll tell you what, he did some exquisite drifting skills to curl his way to victory for the red team. But I don't even know what's going on. Do you know what's going on?
I have no idea.
Well, you know what, on Daily, we are the first to break the latest sporting news. We're going to go all serious now, right? We had that fun stuff, but we have some breaking sporting news right now.
Okay, Bastian Schweinsteiger has been sitting on the bench and playing with the reserves all season. But good news for him, he may actually get a chance to kick a ball.
Yes, reports are flying in that Chicago Fire have signed the former German international, so we've got another top star flying off to the US to play out their final years.
Good luck to him, right? And good luck to you if you have already entered our latest wish list competition. Tell them the deets, Mark.
Okay, so for this wish list trip, we are heading to the Gold Coast to cheer for Team Malaysia at the Sudirman Cup. Then make sure you've got to send your entries in right now and let us know why we should bring you along. All the details are on the Instagram pages of @WishlistTV and Stadium Astro.
Oh, it sounds so good. I want to go to the Cocos. Can I go?
Not in a million years. So, guys, please submit your entries so we don't have to bring Amanda along.
Well, I'm going anyway. We will see you soon for another episode of Daily. Bye-bye.
You're not coming. Bye-bye.
I am.
She's not.
I am.
If you've ever dreamed of being Malaysia's next champion, here's your chance. Astro Cam Badminton is looking for girls and boys aged 10 to 12 to reach for their dreams. Register online at astrocase.org/cambadminton and attend the selection camps. 60 kids will be selected to train in KL with professional certified coaches. And from those, some will have the chance to experience training in Tokyo, Japan. Register now and watch Astro Cam Badminton on Astro Arena.
Scotty Hargrave is in charge of a global intelligence operation.
You should know I have anger issues.
Hey, take it easy.
You're hired.
You want me to work for you?
We could do incredible things together. You really know how to push my buttons. Welcome to the family.
The Blacklist Redemption premieres February 24th at 9 p.m. only on Fox. The NBA on Astro Supersport 4 and HD.
The PGA
Tour first came to Tucson in 1945. This par 72 layout measures just over 7,100 yards.
He picked the right one. What a golf shot. What a golf shot.
The Omni Tucson National Catalina course for the second year, playing host to the Tucson Conquistadors Classic
on Golf Channel.